Hello and welcome back to another edition of Teacher Talks. And check it out, friends. Let's dive into Captain Underpants. I know a couple of my subscribers, more than a couple, have been asking me to move on from Dogman. I'm making a lot of Dogman videos. And I'll tell you what, I can tell you love Dogman, and so do I, because they are very popular videos. But I decided to go ahead and do two of the Captain Underpants in full color, the most recent ones. This is book 6 that we're going to talk about today, and I'm going to do a book review. We'll look at the front of the book, the back of the book, the spine of the book. We'll look at the foreword, and I will read that to you, as well as I will read chapter 1 to you. And in my next video, there it is right there. Same book, except this is book 7, or part 2 of this story. And again, today we will do part 1, which is book 6. Okay, are you ready to dive in? Are you excited? Me too. Let's do this. All right. Now in full color, Captain Underpants and the Big Bad Battle of the Bionic Booger Boy, Part 1, The Night of the Nasty Nostril Nuggets. The 6th epic novel by Dave Pilkey. And there's the spine of the book. Let's read the back. A sneeze gone wild in full color. George and Harold are up to their old tricks again, and when their latest prank makes a direct hit on the school brainiac Melvin Sneedly, he decides to get even. But in the blink of an eye and the sneeze of a nose, Melvin goes from a snooty to snotty. Goes from snooty to snotty. And the Bionic Booger Boy is born. Can Captain Underpants clean up this mess? It's not funny. That is funny. It's not funny. All right, let's dive in. Let's dive in. Let's read a few pages here. Okay, chapters. Boy, we got a lot of chapters on this one. How many? Well, it looks like 28 chapters. Okay, let's read the foreword. Hi, everybody, and welcome to another one of our disastrous misadventures. Before we get started, check out this comic book to get a full scoop on our story thus far. George and Harold proudly present the awful truth about Captain Underpants, a Treehouse comic production. Once upon a time, there was 2 cool kids named George and Harold. We demand, me too. They had a mean old principal named Mr. Crump. Grrr. Hey, bubs. Blah, 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 blah. One time, Mr. Crump punished George and Harold. You have to obey my orders. So they got a 3D hypno ring and hypnotized him. No way, you must obey us now. Okay. They made him think he was a superhero. You are now Captain Underpants. Yes, master. It was supposed to be a joke. Tra-la-la-la. Ha 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 ha. But it got carried too far. I'm willing to go fight crime now. I will go fight crime now. Window. Way too far. Hey, come back here, bub. Tra-la-la. Then, one day, he got attacked by a dandelion. Don't you hate it when that happens? Help. So George stole some super power juice from a UFO. Ouch. And gave it to him. Down the hatch. Glug, 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 glug. Suddenly he got superpowers. Hey, I can't fly. Now I rule. Oh, great. Bummer. Nowadays, whenever Mr. Crump hears anybody snap their fingers, he turns into you-know-who. Tra-la-la-la. Uh-oh, not again. And the only way you can stop him is if you pour water on his head. What the? When he turns back into Mr. Crump, hey, what's the big idea, bubs? So whatever you do, don't snap your fingers around Mr. Crump, okay? The end. Okay, so that kind of caught us up, and now we will read chapter 1. By the way, I did want to pause for just a second and just remind you guys, P+. So what does that leveling mean? P+ means this book comes in at about an end of 3rd grade level-ish. Don't forget, Dogman is also considered to be a level P, and what that means is that They're both leveled the same. However, Dogman is a much easier read than Captain Underpants. So don't just go by those levels. Make sure you try out a few pages, see if it's a good fit. Make sure you understand what you're reading and you're not struggling on too many words. Okay, chapter 1, George and Harold. This is George Beard and Harold Hutchkins. George is the kid on the left with the tie and the flat top. Harold is the one on the right with the t-shirt and the bad haircut. Remember that now. Please wash your hands after using the toilet. I wonder if they're going to do something silly with that sign. George and Harold's grades in school were much like whales in the ocean. They rarely rose above sea level. Please wash your hands. There you go. They're messing with those. Melvin Sneedly, however, he's the kid down there with the bow tie and the glasses, always got straight A's. Because Melvin was so academically gifted, people just assumed he was a lot smarter than George and Harold. But that wasn't true. You see, George and Harold were every bit as smart as the straight-A students, but in a different way, in a way that couldn't be measured by quizzes or worksheets. Please wash your hands in the toilet. That's funny. Maybe George and Harold couldn't spell very well or remember their multiplication tables. Perhaps their grammar weren't no good neither. But when it came to saving the entire planet from the nasty forces of unrelenting evil, there was nobody better than George Beard and Harold Hutchkins. Please wash your hands in the toilet. He's washing his hands in the toilet. It's a good thing that George and Harold were smart enough to get themselves out of trouble, because their silliness was always getting them into trouble. In fact, one time it got them into a really snotty situation. But before I can tell you that story, I have to tell you this story. All right, friends, that is all I'm going to read. I know we were just kind of whetting your appetite. We're not going to dive too deep. And again, spoiler, I'm going to turn a few more pages. But hey, guys, this is a funny one. This is an awesome one. This is definitely one that you want to purchase if you can. If it's in your budget, get this one, the hardback, full color. It's really, really worth it. Beautiful pages, you teachers and parents out there, especially if you have a reluctant reader that you're working with. These are the way to go as far as getting those colored pictures. And you know, Dave Pilkey does such a great job with these books. The Ricky Ricotta is a great series to start off like a first grader with, as someone kind of in that range. And if you get those in the hardback, full color, the kids absolutely love these books. And one thing it does too is that when you get these beautiful books in the hardcovers, the kids don't want to put them down, right? They're proud to be carrying around a book like this. So even though the words might be the exact same in that paperback, it's a different feel to it, right? And the kids know that. So anyway, awesome, awesome book. And I'll tell you what, there is our next book review right there. Captain Underpants and the Big Bad Battle of the Bionic Booger Boy Part 2. The Revenge of the Ridiculous Robo-Boogers. So hey friends, if you enjoyed this book review, then stay tuned. Check out the next video. We'll have this one going as well. One more thing I wanted to tell you guys. Listen, Teacher Talks reads those comments that you guys put down below. So please, number one, make sure that you're putting nice comments down below. I can erase any of those comments I want. So please make sure you're keeping them nice. And secondly, go ahead and type in there and tell me what you think. Do you enjoy these Captain Underpants book series? And if you guys would like, I can go back and do all of the first 7 that are in full color and do the same book review. Or if there's a different direction you guys want me to go in, maybe away from these graphic novels and try out some more of the nonfiction, or maybe some different type of series, just put the comments down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll be more than happy to at least consider those options that you're saying. All right, guys, I appreciate you so much. Please hit that thumbs up button. It helps me out a whole bunch. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.